Hey guys, my screen name's Shiki. I am doing a deck profile. I do have these cards in real life. I just don't have a camera because I'm broke as shit. So let's continue. This is E-Rock. My take it on the Dark Gaia OTK, but it's not really an OTK. Um, Only because of this format, you really need more control. And with that ado, also, fucking my side deck sucks. I know. I am fixing it. Now, with that ado, let me continue. 3 elemental hero Neo's alias. He's a light monster, able to be searched up by Stratos. Gets my shining if I really needed it. It's just the better of the elemental hero set. To Gaia Plate, the Earth Giant. Now, for those who don't know what an OTK with Dark Gaia is, you pretty much play the evil Gaia with either Dark Calling or Dark Fusion. He gains attack equal to the monsters you send. So for 2800, yeah, it's a BAMF. And I run 2 of them, they're Quake Off to play, that's really fun. When you're playing up against, say, Machinima, and their strongest attack is 2500, and you play Gaia, and they're like, what the fuck? Legendary Jujutsu Master, I run 2 of these. These things are great, they get a bounce, and in this meta, bounce is better than sending to the graveyard. If they hit him with a synchro, you still bounce them, so they just wasted and potentially giving you a +2. Mega Rock, it's my own tech. Pretty much, I use them as a quick level 7 to synchro into a level 8, or to remove the Gaia plate from my graveyard from play, and then DDR into Gaia plate if I really needed it. Morphine Jar resets the hand. Enough said. He's great. Run him if you're running OTK. Neospatian Granmole, the bounce boss of the game. I've stopped Sheehan. First turn Sheehan. He played the Sheehan, got the Krizan, which is really gay. He swings into Neospatian, and I got the guy to literally rage flip me off. It was great. Rockstone Warrior, another great rock type. He's solid 1800, can beat up most late swarm. When he goes to the graveyard, you get 2 rock tokens, which pretty much either gives me a more viable play, and then I'll just synchro into formula if I really need the synchro. Elemental Hero Stratos, do I really have to go into this, people? If you run E heroes, evil heroes, destiny heroes, you need a Stratos in the deck. 3 malicious edges, 24. He's 2600 attack, so he runs over Stardust. He's evil. He's a fiend type, which means Dark Calling to Dark Gaia works. He's 1 tribute when my opponent has a monster, and with this deck, I will get monster to tribute out really quickly. He's just great. I mean, I love this guy. No homo. Inferno Gainer, the key to the OTK. If you have Dark Gaia out and Inferno Gainer, and you use Dark Gaia with Gaia play and the Inferno, well, fuck, let me just explain it. Dark Gaia with Gaia play and Malicious Edge, he makes 5400 attack points. With Inferno, you sack the Inferno, allowing the Dark Gaia to swing twice. If you clear the board, it's an OTK. Grind a Golem, great card. I sack both of my opponent's monster, gives them this. I do not care if they get a 3000 beat stick for me removing 2 of their 6 AMs, 2 Black Wings, or generic annoying Stardust card here. Black Botan, yeah, do not know what to replace him with, but he's a level 1 tuner, which is what I wanted. Element to Hero Prisma times 2, searches out the deck, gets the OTK going. This deck doesn't shoot off into round 3 usually, but he just speeds up really quickly. Like, I could search my deck for any fiend or rock and put it in the graveyard and Monster Reborn and do all sorts of crazy shit. Valkyrion the Magna Warrior times 1. If I want to get the Dark Gaia up to BAM status, I'll toss him for it. He's trade and fodder. That's about it. I got a lot of dead draws on him, so I'm going to take him out probably. 3 trade-in. Well, 3 trade-ins. This spell is an engine in itself. Cycles through, gives me draw power. It's great. I don't need Dark World dealings with this in the deck. 2 Mystical Space Typhoon staple removes back rows that could potentially be a pain in my nuts. Book of Moon is a piece of shit to face against. When you get a 5400 attack Dark Gaia, they Book of Moon it. So even if you flip them back up, it's 0 now. Allure draws power to the max. Yeah, I have enough targets where Allure is viable. Too bad it's not semi-limited. Giant Trunade sets up the big move, the finish and push into death. And oh my god, look how sexy that Monster Reborn is. Yeah, I like this one a lot better than the originals. I actually traded a JD for this because I couldn't find the Japanese Monster Reborn. Stupid trade, but I have like 4 JDs, so it doesn't really matter. Anyways, to get back on topic, discard, just run it. No excuse, unless you're running the no monster deck, and then you really shouldn't be playing Yu-Gi-Oh! 3 hidden armories pretty much allows you to get the DDRs, which are next. Searches your deck, you really don't normal summon or set the turn you're gonna kill them, so it doesn't really matter. I've actually gotten the God drop off with the Gaia plate. So I milled Gaia plate, got the DDR, played the Mega Rock, milled for Global into Stardust, DDR into Gaia plate. DDRs. 3 of them. Different Dimension Reincarnation is actually what it's known as. It is premature, but instead of life points, you discard a card and it's from the remove from game. I'm surprised this hasn't been semi-limited or limited. Dark Fusion. Needed if they have a back row or shit that will kill you. If you know they have a Ryuk, but you can push for game anyways, just Dark Fusion instead of Dark Calling people. Miracle Fusion gives me access. I do not usually use my Elemental Hero Fusions unless I am like trying to set up long term. 2 Dark Calling, same as Miracle Fusion, but this one gives the OTK, but it can only be used for the Dark Gaia, so whatever. 3 Royal Decree, because I don't like trap cards, so yeah. And 1 Glow Up Ball, newest edition, great, goes crazy ape shit. I have to change out my extra deck a lot, but I'll give you the overview of what I've been running. Vision Hero Trinity. Now, I'm going to go down to the effects just to show you. During this turn, this is Fusion Summon, double its original attack. If this card was Fusion Summon, it can attack 3 times during the battle phase. This card cannot attack your opponent directly. Now, when you're facing 6 Sam, you're usually facing Xian, Grandmaster, and insert generic legendary 6 Sam. With him out, if you clear the backboard, and I think you have a better monster combo, I have Dark Calling, they cancel it, and then Miracle Fusion, and I get Vision Trinity, and it's usually good game because 5,000 attack, attacking 3 times, clearing out the board usually leads me to the win. He's great. I recommend trying him. Elemental here, the Shining. This is pretty much anti-Light Sworn, but it just allows me to have a quick card. Say I have Stratos, I Miracle Fusion off my Stratos and off my Illuis, and bam, I got a 2600 that gangs 600, so he'll become 3200, which can take out JD because JD's a punk. And when he dies, when he's sent to the graveyard, I'll just get both my Stratos and my Illuis back to my hand. It's great. It helps so much. Dark Gaia, main card of the deck. When this card's special summon, except with Dark Fusion, the original attack of this card is equal to the combine used for the fusion materials. Pretty much Gaia Malice. If I'm in a pinch, I'll do Inferno and Grinder or something, but usually I'll get him to 5400 and just swing. I do not care what they have for a back row if I'm going for a game. This beats out every card that exists so far, including Shooting Star Dragon when you play him. Elemental Hero Gaia. If I have a evil Gaia out, this card just makes my life so much easier. You select one face-up monster your opponent controls, and the attack is halved, and this card gains the same amount of attack. Just put it this way. I use Elemental Hero Gaia with Miracle Fusion, and my opponent has a Stardust, or even a Blackwing. I'll use his Gale-like effect, and then just swing at him. So, it's really nice. And then, Elemental Hero Neo's Knight. This card gains half the attack of the fusion material monsters I used. So, I can potentially get him... What was it? Yeah, I can get him to like 4,000 something. And this card can attack twice during the battle phase. The only bad thing is any battle damage it causes is become 0. It's just anti-Sam tech for the fusion. I mean, it works. I really don't run them anything like that. The synchros I'm changing out. So what I'm going to be changing them to is Colossal Fighter, Dark and Dragon, 3 Formula synchros, Bryanak, and a Castor. And that's it. Some mainland combos, how you should run this deck, I'll show you guys. Alright, say for your opening turn, you get an MST, a trade in either Valkyria or Gallia, Legendary Jujutsu Master, and Hidden Armory. Set the Jujutsu Master, put trade in the Magna Warrior or Grinder Golem, draw 2. If you have the decrees, set it. If you don't, just end your turn. You do not want a Hidden Armory on your first turn. I've seen this done. People are retarded. Just stall out until you get a Miracle Fusion and a Dark Calling in your hand. You want them both. The reason why you want them both is after you play Miracle Fusion, you can Miracle Fusion into Vision Hero Trinity, which makes him 5,000 off of whatever, and then you can just Dark Calling him with a random generic rock type that I have in the deck and get him even higher. It's really gay, but it works. And quick, if you're going against 6 Sam, you Royal Decree on your opponent's standby phase. Always flip it, because they will try to run you over. If you don't have a bounce creature in your hand and you're against the gateway, you're fucked. That's all I can say. But I always draw one of the Jujutsu Masters or a Grand Mole in my hand or something to just draw. So it's usually set. Don't blind MST. Unless you know they're setting down, say, the gateway, you kill it. The Bushido thing, when it allows them to draw, you kill it. And if they only have one back row, you kill it. That's it. Do not blind MSD if they set 3 cards face down, because potentially you'll just hit something that's jank against your deck. Another issue, Solemn Warning, Solemn Judgment. You don't set up your combo if you have a decree set down. You wait until you can flip your decree and then set up. Potentially this deck can OTK on turn 1, which is AFTK. Turn 2, if you don't OTK, usually sets you up. Or turn 3, you're usually guaranteed the OTK status. Cards I'm thinking of running in is Foolish Burial. I want you guys' suggestions of what to take out for it. And a different synchro than Black Botanin. Tuner, not synchro. Fuck my English. Anyways, that's been all. Thank you guys for watching. And that's it.